Okay, I got an update on the Simplicity. I took the Brother Simplicity that I got with this one as a pair, apart for parts, because the dash had holes drilled in it, the axle seals were leaking, the actual dash panel itself actually had a ding in it, the engine wasn't running in it, it had a bunch of problems with it, and it wasn't painted the right color. The rear fenders were nice and straight, but they're not the right color. I want to keep the patina the same on this tractor. Now what I want to do with this tractor is I want to clean it up and get it as close to original as possible, with the exception of the engine, because I want to put a 16 horse in here, without changing the panels on it, the outside panels. So I'm going to leave the dents in the rear fenders. I'm going to leave the cracks in the decals. I'm going to leave the rust pitting. I'm going to just try and buff it up and clean it up. Where I'm at with this is I haven't tried working on it yet. So the good and the bad I'm going to go over right now. The tires in the back are both holding there. They're not dry rotted. The front tires I'm going to take off the other tractor, but the rims were painted gray on the other tires. So I have to find I either have to repaint the rims and have all the rims look good, or something, I don't know, because I don't have any nice set of white rims. I don't think it would be the end of the world to repaint those. The rim on the other side of this tractor is just all rust from the discharge from the deck. All this thing ever did was cut grass. It's just a mess. So I want to clean up at least the rims. As for paint, the deck lift has obviously been tampered with, but the PTO is all there and all nice and straight. That's not banged up. The decals are all here, not all scratched up. The only thing that's odd about the dash is someone had drilled the light switch hole in the wrong spot, but that's kind of minor because the hood hides that. The underneath of the fender is all nice and straight. That's not all bent. It doesn't have random bolts stuck in it. The seat is actually in decent shape. I have a seat cover for it sitting underneath my workbench. I didn't want this out in the seat cover out in the weather. But everything under here looks nice and clean. It's got an OEM belt on it. The brake clutch is in good shape. The beveled gearbox doesn't have hardly any play in it. That's it. Let me see if I can't hold the camera steady. Nice and tight. The transmission is awfully loud when I'm pushing it, so I don't know if that's low on oil from axle leaks or not. It doesn't look like there's a lot of gook wrapped around the axle tube, so I don't think there'll be any leaks. If there is, they'll be minor. Hard to say. Continuing on, the decals in the gas tank are all there. The decals on the side are all there. It's got the original muffler on it. The original foot pegs or pads are still on it. But when I get up to the wiring, it looks like someone had a problem with the charging system, because I see something hooked up to the battery line. I don't have the original wire for that, and it also has this extra ground wire, which I can take off. But the battery wires aren't original. They've been the ends on the battery have been changed on these. I don't know where I would find original looking connectors. I think I have another wire I can run, or no, I don't. I have a star generator wire, but there's nothing wrong with the star generator wire that's on here. So obviously the battery cables have been tampered with, and the positive and negative have been tampered with. The insulation for the field and generator for the regulator seem to be in good shape. I don't have to mess with those. And this paper has me a little stumped because I've never seen this paper before, but it looks like it's original, because it looks like they tore this out to replace this wire. So I'm not sure what this is supposed to be like or how it's supposed to be routed. Any information on that would be nice. As well as where's the engine kill wire supposed to be run, where's the battery wire supposed to be run. I have harness and wire I can utilize. I'm not too worried about the actual wire ends being OEM. And next thing is I don't know if the clamp over here holding this fuel line is original or not. Gotta go through a few more other things. It looks like I might have to get rid of some rubber bushings in here. I don't know if this has a flex plate on it. I don't think it does. That's metal, so I gotta put flex plates in it as well. So tell me what I need to do to make this all original. What I am missing, what I'm not missing, what I can fix here. The engine's going to come out, and I'm going to put a 16 in here just because I want the extra horsepower. And once you put the hood on it, with the exception of the carburetor, you can't really tell if it has a 16 in it. I'm also wondering if there's supposed to be a bracket on top here or not to hold the grill, or if that was just a later year redesign. Not 100% sure. Otherwise, the steering wheel's even straight on this thing. The chrome should polish out. That's not super pitted. The chrome on the other tractor was painted black, and it had holes drilled in it, so I can reuse this grill frame. I was thinking about I might even swap that in the other tractor, but I want to keep this one original. So just some wiring and fuel line issues. I'm not sure what's original or not. Everything else seems to be untouched. So I might need to get in contact with Zippo Varga and work with some emails and see what's going on here. I might pull this engine out this weekend, and don't know what I'm going to do with this paper. I've never seen that before. I don't know how to even cut it correctly because it's missing a piece, but 2 pieces actually. So there's a little bit of an update. We're going to see if I can't get this thing running. I'm not going to worry about tires right now. These I just stuck on just so I could wheel it around, because the tires that were on it were pretty much toast. Well, they weren't very nice. One was original and one was a replacement, so it wasn't a matching set. I want to use the set off the other tractor like I had mentioned earlier. Grill's a little bent, but it's the upper half of the grill. I mean, it looks like there were some holes drilled in the top here for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think I have another one of these. I might have another one out in my parts. I can take a look. It's possible the one from the other tractor will be the same color, and I can just unbolt it and swap it. The rubber on top and on the bottom seems to be all fine and all there. The handle I think will clean up. So it's operating good. It's not seized or stuck or anything. So yeah, let's see what's missing, what needs to be changed. Even has the original gas cap on it with the cork. That's all coming apart. But can't expect miracles for old stuff. The tank is clean in it. It's got some junk in it, but it's not rusted is what I mean. I'm also not sure what the engine decals should have been on this. I don't know if there's any decals on the top or not. If there's any add oil decals anywhere, I can't tell. Yeah, there's one right here actually. Used to be a decal. That's the only decals that seem to info. Feel free to comment below if you know what is or isn't right. And I'm going to see if I can't send this video to a buddy of mine that knows Simplicities, even has an original 64 landlord, and we'll see if we can't get this thing straightened out. So if you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And as always, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.